Hey, Tim Sykes here, and I just wanted to do a quick video lesson. I have a crazy day today with some meetings. I'm working on a new TV show, and if all goes well, I'll soon be teaching students on TV, trying to create America's next top trader. Very cool project that I've been at work for a very long time. But right now, I want to talk about these morning spikers and what's happening because the markets are hot. Even with the Brexit and even with this potential bear market, excuse me, penny stocks have been going insane. VMRI is the biggest winner of the past few days. You might remember I was buying this here at 170-ish, and I nailed the breakout. The breakout here over the past few days was 170. So when I'm buying this at 170, what's the risk? You tell me that. There's so many people who hate on penny stocks. They're like, oh, I'm going to lose everything. What's the risk if you're buying a potential winner, right? And this is a blatant pump. And I said this in my buy alert. I was like, this is a blatant pump. I think this company is junk. I think this will eventually go to zero. But as we know, sometimes blatant pumps can go supernova, especially when shorts get too over aggressive and they can get squeezed. So when I'm buying a potential 4-day breakout here, if it fails, guess what? I'll just lose 2, 3, 5, maybe 10 cents a share. And I'll say, oh, small loss. But now you see the potential 2 days later, it goes up a dollar, literally it doubles. It goes up $1.70 from my buy. And now it's coming down a little bit, but I didn't hold it the whole time. I got out way too early in the 180s, frankly, when it couldn't even break 190. My whole goal was just to get out at 2. But if you go in with a plan, okay, my initial plan was to buy it at 170, ideally out at 2, make 30 cents a share. If I was wrong, I lose 5 or 10 cents a share. That's good risk reward. In reality, there was zero risk. I did nail the breakout, and there was $1.70 of upside. Okay, so I took, what did I take? Like 15 cents a share. I took like 1/10 of the potential profits. And that's okay. Sometimes I take 1/10, sometimes I take 1/5, sometimes I take 1/2. I'm just trying to catch a piece of the move. I'm far prouder of students like Eric. You might remember him. I highlight him in some video lessons. He's building his own house with his trading profits, and he's been doing very well. And he just had his biggest single trade to date, made $2,300, and he held overnight, took profits on the morning spike today. I love when students do better than me. Also got to give props to Lloyd. He bought GBR, and he says that my chat room is fantastic. GBR is today's biggest percent winner. And this one, the chat room absolutely nailed it. I missed my execution. It spiked too fast and I didn't want to chase, which sometimes happens. Here's another stock that basically went from the 170s all the way up to the low 3s, and this happened all in one morning. So to people who hate on penny stocks, I think they're just fools. I think that they don't focus on the price action and the potential. They're focusing mainly on people getting burned by believing in these companies. Don't believe in these companies. They're all going to fail. Just think like that, okay? But at the same time, even if they are going to fail, at least consider trading their volatility. And when a stock like this, nearly triples in what? This is in 1 hour of trading. Don't feel bad if you're going to try and take a little piece of it. Like Lloyd got in the 260s, sold it at the 320s. The chat room nailed it. Also, I got to give props to Alfredo. Look at this. Alfredo bought VMRI at 230 yesterday, and he sold today at 299. Made $2,700. And he's like, nice entry, but bad exit. Alfredo, you want to talk about a bad exit? Look at my trade. And am I angry? No, okay? It's okay. And you just made nearly $3,000 overnight. And look at you. What are you, like 16 years old? This is freaking awesome, okay? So congratulations, Alfredo. Congratulations to Lloyd. Congratulations to Eric. I got a few more people in the chat room that I just screenshotted. Here is Rex TC, made $1,400 on GBR. Here is Brad KP, made $450. And I like this message. Kay Gorton said, Tim, just wanted to let you know I was going to go in on VMRI at the close yesterday, but pushed out. But thanks to you, I'm on the right track, still learning patterns. I was looking for it to reach 325. This trade would have wiped out all my losses over the past month. It's okay to miss a trade. Okay? And that's the beauty of being on the right track. If you have losses, and he's had losses apparently all month long, which is okay, again, too, if you cut losses quickly. If you remember, if you look at some of my recent blogs, posts, what was it? Sykes Dad. I have too many blog posts and stuff. But if you remember these two students, where is it? Let me show you their messages. Oh, this tweet. This is Jeff, and he says, account finally reached the 100,000 mark, thanks to you. And again, congratulations, Jeff. It's not thanks to me. It's thanks to you and your hard work. And Charlie responded, that's awesome. Keep it up. Soon you'll have your first $100,000 trade. Regardless, this man changes lives. Thank you, Charlie. And Jeff said, thanks. It's been fantastic. Lost a ton at first, and then something just clicked, averaging a little over 10K a month. And then also, literally the same day, NH messaged me, and he's like, so I was a challenge student in late 2013 into 2014. During the first year, I managed to wipe my account 5 or 6 times, though I never stopped learning from my mistakes and from your teachings. I'm not looking for you to publish it, although I do have to say thank you. Today, after roughly 3 years, I hold an account of $320,000. I owe you more than I can imagine. Bought a house, bought my dream car. I just wish more people understand that you're real. Thank you, and please do not publish it. If you do, remove my name. That's why some people ask, like, what's NH's name? I want to know. He wants privacy, so give him the privacy. This was a Facebook message, and I'm proud of this, you know? So I want you to learn from Jeff and NH and from K Gorton 8, okay? If you have small losses, it's okay. I know it's frustrating. I know nobody wants losses, but you have to remember that 90% plus of traders do have losses. And the only difference is that at least if you have losses and you get on the right track, you start learning. And over time, all of your losses, all of them can be wiped out in 1 or 2 good trades. And even if you miss those trades, being on the right track and learning the patterns gives you potential profits, gives you hope. Too many people lose and they give up. Too many people lose and they don't know why they lost. The reason why a lot of people hate penny stocks is because these penny stocks, you know, have never really been analyzed the way that we've been doing with patterns and, you know, expecting them all to fail. The vast majority of people who trade penny stocks think that they found the next Microsoft. So their perspective is wrong. It's not penny stock's fault. I mean, it's no different than if you're driving my Ferrari or Lamborghini and you're driving 120 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone and you crash the car and you blow up in a fiery car crash. And, you know, people will say, oh, Ferraris and Lamborghinis suck. No, it's the driver's fault for not following the rules, not operating within, you know, safe driving. My Ferrari and Lamborghini are very fun to drive if you drive slowly and if you respect the rules of the road. So what I want to do is basically teach you how to drive in the stock market. I'm just a glorified driving instructor, and this is probably one of my best analogies ever. So VMRI, you know, I totally screwed up selling way too soon yesterday, but I was on the right track. So some people are like, how can you celebrate when you only collected 1/10 of the potential profits? I don't fucking care, okay? I'm trading with a small account. You don't pay me to be a perfect trader. You pay me to be on the right track and to teach you the rules of the game. Maybe I should have had more patience. Do I regret it? Not in the least. In this scary market, I'm trading with smaller positions and I'm trading safer. So it's okay to take partial profits. It's okay to miss some trades, but at least get on the right track. So let me show you about today's trade. OPTT. So this was my trade, where was it? Right here. I made a few $100s, and yesterday I made a few hundred on ZDGE. This was in my long-term account. ZDGE, I should also mention, you know, I sold this one too early. I was selling it in the mid-4s. Today it's in the 5s. But I still profited nicely for my long-term newsletter, and I also had a profit on, you know, VMRI yesterday. So a few $100s, I'm trading with a small account. It adds up. My $12,000 account is now over $60,000 in just 6 months. So even if I screw up, even if I miss, it's all right. A lot of you guys are so crazy about being perfectionists. You're never going to be perfect, okay? Never. Penny stocks are too crazy. Don't aim for perfection. Aim to take the meat of the move. And that's what I did well today on OPTT. In at 3, out in the low 3s, spelling issues galore with my alerts because I'm trying to get them out fast. But basically I said big percent gainer, big volume, fluff news, recent runner, dip bought off a 30 cent a share dip from the market open, goals to sell back in the mid to high 3s, cut losses quickly if I'm wrong. So here is a good trade to consider because OPTT, if you remember, a few days ago, June 1st, had a huge spike from the 1s to the 6s. and it's been coming back down ever since. And if you know, I like to keep track of recent big percent winners, recent supernovas, because they can spike again. So this one could have spiked big today. I specifically said in my alert right near the market open, fluff news, okay? The news is not great. So it's not like, oh, this is an earnings winner. Oh, this is definitely going to go back to 6. The news was junk. But pre-market, it's already gone up $1 a share to, 370s, then 340s, then 330s. And right at the market open, it actually hits the 350s. And it comes down hard. And it comes down literally 60, 70 cents a share. So this is my opening. Normally, I don't want to chase a stock, especially in this dangerous market. But when a former recent supernova with huge volume, I mean, this thing is trading hundreds of thousands of shares per minute, comes down so hard, there's just not much risk dip buying it. And I bought this, dip bought it at around 3-ish. It's down 50 cents a share. My hope is, and my goal is, and my plan is that it's going to get back to 350. And I would love to take a 50 cent a share profit. It only got back to 330 here once, and then here 325 again, and here it's like 295. So even at worst, I'm going to be losing 5 cents a share. You can see it has a nice solid base here in the 290s. And that was kind of my plan. When you're dip buying a big percent winner like this, you don't know where the bottom is, you don't know where the top is, especially at the market open when everything is going crazy. But I do understand risk reward. And me buying it at 3, if it somehow fails, if it can't come back to 320, 330, let alone 350, I'm just going to take small profits. You never know if you're buying a stock. I mean, sometimes I bought and I just bought right into a wall of sellers and it didn't go up at all. And I would cut losses quickly. So if I'm wrong, and I am wrong, roughly a third of the time, it's okay. It's okay. Half my job is just telling you guys it's okay to cut losses quickly. If I was wrong, I would lose, 2, 3, maybe 5 cents a share, maybe 10 cents a share at most. But if I was right, I can make 30, 50, maybe even 75 cents a share. So if I can make 75 cents a share, where it would just literally get up back to the morning highs, and my risk is that I lose at worst 10 cents a share, as long as I stick to those rules. The problem comes in where you have a plan and you say, oh, the worst case is I'm going to lose 10 cents a share. And then you're down 20 cents a share all of a sudden, and you haven't cut losses quickly, and then you double your position, then you're down 40 cents a share, and it's a slippery slope. So don't go down that slope. I don't know how to ski. I don't want to know how to ski. I don't like the slopes. If I'm down 5 or 10 cents a share, I cut my losses quickly and I take my medicine. It's market tuition. And that's how I look at it. But in this case, I was right for roughly 25 cents a share. So not a huge win, but bigger than my VMRI. And I took the meat of the move. I actually timed this really well with my sell in the 320s, because frankly, it wasn't showing the kind of spikeability that I wanted it to get back to 330, 350, maybe even test 375. So frankly, I was just fortunate to get out with a profit. But again, even now, I would be down 5 cents a share. So at worst, with my small position, I'm losing $150. At best, I could make, $1,000 or $2,000. That's good risk reward. And I know this is confusing for you guys because I'm talking fast and these stocks move fast and it's scary, and frankly, no one else teaches this stuff. I am working on a new DVD called Trader Checklist, which will be out in probably mid to late July. It's going to revolutionize everything. We're going to assign numerical values to every single trade setup. So it's not like, oh, this stock is a buy, this stock is a short. It's going to be like, okay, this stock is a buy on a scale of 1 to 100. It's ranked, a 73. So there's different indicators that go into it. And I really think it's going to be pretty awesome and pretty revolutionary to assign not just numerical values to a stock for like the day or the week, but the numerical value of a trade and how good or bad the trade is will change every second depending on price and news and volume and market. So it's really going to be like a sliding scale. I'll call it the Sykes sliding scale. Seriously, I have a logo in the works. So this was a good trade, a very low risk trade. But long story short, between OPTT and GBR, and VMRI. These are the three biggest percent winners of the day. So focus on big percent winners and watch this video a few times if you have to, but get excited for my new DVD. Leave a comment if you're excited for my new DVD. It'll push me to finish it faster and give you guys better deals on it. Thank you. I'll see you in the chat room.